All right, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our new consultant Zoom. We do this every month, second Tuesday of every month. So if you're here, welcome. If you're watching the recording, welcome anyways. I'm glad you are watching this. And this is a great way for us to introduce you to some of the commonly asked questions that we get as sponsors. So typically every month, I myself, Shalene, have another leader with me, and we take you through some of those commonly asked questions, show you those in the virtual office. So we try to keep it to the point and super fast, but there's a lot to cover. So we will jump right in. Again, my name is Shalene Ague. I have been with Perfectly Posh for 10 years. I am an old grandma here. You can see the gray hairs. I live in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and I have 6 dogs. So I am the crazy dog lady. One is usually in my chair with me. He's on the ground today. But I'm super excited to have you here. My sponsor is actually home office. So I started when Posh started in 2011. And I have been blessed to know many, many amazing people, including my co-host here, the amazing Tiffany Judd. I will let her introduce herself.
I am Tiffany. I've been with Posh 6.5 years. Shalene is my Posh grandma, and she also, her doggie is one of my doggies' daddies.
Yeah.
So I live in Texas, but I drove up and got a diesel baby from her.
You guys will meet Diesel if you haven't already.
Fancy's trying to get up here with me. My Frenchie, I have 4 dogs. I'm not quite up to Shalene's level, and I don't think I ever will. 4 is good. I am a work at home homeschooling mom. So I homeschool my 8 and 10-year-old, and it makes for a very busy life, but I would not have it any other way. Like I said, we're in Texas, and my husband's a police officer. So also basically single mom status, but you know what I mean. You solo parent a lot. So I'm excited to be here. I've been a leader with Posh for 5.5 out of my 6.5 years. So currently gold, and excited to keep growing. And I'm excited for all the new people here.
Yay. Awesome. Awesome. So what we're going to do is me and Tiffany are going to go back and forth, introducing and sharing things that, that are important for you to either be aware of or take some time to look at. So we are going to screen share because I feel that that's the best way to see how it all works. So let me switch my screen for you. All right, so we are going to start out first in the virtual office. You're going to want to log in with the email that you signed up with in your password. The first part that I want to cover is this my account area right here. I'm going to draw attention to several things, not everything, but several things that you're going to want to look at, update, just be aware of, because it creates your presence on your personal website or provides information that we need to be able to contact you, home office to contact you, and so forth. So in this section to start out with, we're going to come down to business information. In this business information, the first part that we're going to pay attention to is this right here where it says website. Okay. Now, if you do not know, this is your replicated website. So if you want someone to come shop with you, you want to be giving them your replicated website. Typically, it's your first and last name okay? Each of you will have your own replicated website. So for instance, if you come up to the URL up here, okay, might help if I can type. You will see I typed in, that is my replicated website. So when someone comes to my replicated website, they will see that they are shopping directly with me. So any purchases made will go to my account. That's the difference between sending them to perfectlyposh.com and sending them to your replicated website. Okay, so you want to make sure you know that that's one of the important aspects of the account dashboard. I might have to go back this way. There. Okay, so business information, that was our first one. The second one we're going to look at, we will cover some of these other ones, you guys. One of the things we want you to know is feel free to click and go multiple different places, try it out, get comfortable with where things are at. There are several different ways you can get to the same area. So Tiffany will be showing you a little bit on the party dashboard. She'll probably show you how to get to the party dashboard a different way. But as you can see, I can get to my parties dashboard from my account also. So a lot of things have several different avenues and ways to get there. Personal information, what I want to draw your attention to with personal information is you're going to want to make sure that you upload a personalized picture. And no, I typically do not have purple hair. I was the Posh Fairy for our 10th birthday. So I don't have purple hair, but you're going to want to upload a profile picture. Make sure that your email, so any of this stuff right here, you can customize first, last name, your personalized email. You'll want your birth date in there. And I have a personalized message. So it's nothing like grand and glorious, just introducing people to your site. So that's something as you get comfortable that you can also add into kind of your to-do list that, hey, I kind of want to have some sort of welcome on my website when people come over to check me out. Okay. My public profile was the other one I wanted to show you. So in your public profile, that looks good, baby. Sorry, kids. In your public profile, you can make things visible to your customers or not. Okay, so for example, I have my first and last name, but if I do not want my phone number publicly on my virtual office, on my replicated website, I could remove it. Okay, same with your email, you can remove it. I choose to display everything. There's also handles or how to get to you on social media. So these are other things that if you don't have now, you may add in later. So you'll want to update them here. I do draw attention to the display me on the consultant locator map, because if you are here, we love everybody that comes in. Everybody has their own like focus with Posh. Some it's just to share Posh with friends and family. Some people want to grow a team, some people don't. If you do not want to grow a team, I would highly suggest unclicking the display me on the consultant locator, because if this is clicked and you're on the consultant locator, anybody could find you. Meaning if someone's looking to join Posh and they go to your local area looking for a consultant, they may pick to choose you as their sponsor. So that's always kind of a decision you have to make for yourself, but that is where you would put that in, okay? Now, again, I'm just going to reiterate all of these things, click on them, check them out. We just really focused on your business information, your public profile, and your personal information. Did I talk about, did I move that? Sorry, I was looking for something else. Okay, I think that's it on there. Okay, any questions on that end, Tiffany? Did we have any questions?
Nope, there hasn't been any.
Okay, perfect. So that's kind of just your first introduction. And really, you guys, the main thing is, what is my replicated website? If I don't know it, how do I find it? And how do I make sure I'm sending people to my site so I get credit? Okay, so as long as you're understanding that, you understood the first part of my introduction. Second part of my introduction is another very, very important aspect of getting started off on the right foot, is our earn props from Posh. And what this is kind of like your incentive to get started off right away. Now, we rotate and work our business in 3-month cycles, so 30, 60, 90. These props from Posh start on the first day you join. Okay, so the day you join is day 1. In your first 30 days, we always will recommend, and we have a lot of supporting documents, we'll recommend that you do a pop the box. Share it with friends and family, maybe have a launch party in that first 30 days. And when you do that and you have $350 in personal volume, you will get $30 in perks credit, sample cards, sample packs, and a card and pin. I always talk about our card and pins because we are pin Nazis. From the day you start, you're going to want to start collecting these, because we try to collect all the pins, from incentive trips to everything, tons of pins. We always have tons of pins. So your first 30 days, 350 in personal volume. So that's anything that you sell that goes through your website, does not include our portal, which is business supplies. Okay. But any sales of products that goes through your site will go towards that 350. Your next goal is 60 days. Now, what I love about this is it builds on each other. So if you got 350 in your first 30 days, you only need to get 350 more to equal the 700 and get one verified team member. Now, when we say verified, that means that they signed up. It could be for a 35 kit or a $105 kit. But to be verified, they have to finish their Hyper Wallet account. Once they finish their Hyper Wallet account, they're considered a verified recruit or team member. We like to call them team members. So they build on each other. For 60, you get $60 more in perks credit, personalized labels, card and pin. And then again, for 90 days, it builds again, 1,200 PV and 2 verified team members. You get $90 in perks credit, personalized card vinyl, and a card and pin. So as you can see, it is an amazing program to really get you started off with. The perks credit's great for getting catalogs, for getting samples for free. So you're not using your money to really get going on your business, because you're provided with a great tool that allows you to get it for free. The last thing I want to talk about this is, sometimes life happens. We all know it. We all understand that happens. And you don't hit, let's say you hit 350, but you kind of miss your 60 mark. You can still go for your 90-day mark. Okay. So if you miss one, that's okay, but you still have to hit each goal and you can earn your 60 or your 90 or whatever you miss, if that makes sense. So that is our props from Posh. One other thing that I kind of added in, Tiffany, sorry, I didn't put it on the agenda, but you should be, as a new consultant, getting home office emails. These emails are set up to help you walk through the process of what do I need to do to get started off on the right foot. And this is an example of one of the first ones that you get. And it talks about setting up your Posh Pay account. Now, if you have not gotten these, we always recommend, number one, you check your spam folder and make sure that your items from Posh are not going to spam or your others folder. And if that's not the case and you're still not getting them, let's please make sure to have your sponsor or yourself contact support so that you can make sure you're getting these, because this is just a great way to really stay in tune with, am I in step with where I want to be on my Posh journey? Okay, so that is my first section, and we like to make sure we keep you guys awake. So how we do that is I'm going to unscreen share and I'm going to let Tiffany talk so you're not bored with me.
Nobody ever gets bored with you.
Oh,
Okay, maybe not your kids.
okay.
Oh, you just made Terry the host, not me.
Oh, Terry. Terry, you ready to host, girlfriend? Oh, I wonder if it's not going to let me switch it. Uh-oh, Terry, we might need you. Can you unmute Terry? I don't think it's going to let me take her off of.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, Terry, can you go? Are you on your phone or are you on your?
I'm on my phone.
Okay, in the participant section.
Yes.
Can you look at Tiffany? And if you go.
Okay, Tiffany. Okay.
Okay,
Hi.
it should allow you to switch her to the hostess.
Okay.
I should
Here
say.
you go, Tiffany.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Oh, there it goes.
I'm the host.
Terry saved the day.
You did. Way to go. Because let me tell you, when I first started Zoom, you must be familiar with it. When I first started, there's no way I would have been like, and end of meeting. Me and
I've
Shalene have had.
never even done Zoom except on my side, not y'all's side. So it
That's
just happened.
amazing. Good
It just
job.
happened that way.
That's amazing. Me and Shalene have had some technical difficulties before.
I know we all get that. You know, I've done lives and stuff, but I've never done a Zoom. So, but I'm going to do them. I'm learning.
You
Thanks,
are well
y'all.
on your way.
They're amazing until you have a heck of a one like me and Tiffany did. We're just like, oh my gosh. Let's just not repeat that one, Tiffany.
Knocking on wood right now. All right. So I'm going to go over what you're going to hear us say VO, and you're going to see it in typed up a lot. And that's just a quick abbreviation for virtual office. So if you ever see capital V, capital O, virtual office. So I'm going to share my screen and I have it pulled up, ready to go. There we go. Okay. So here is when you go to your account overview, there was a little place that said virtual office, and this is what will pop up. So you can see right there, the VO, it's for virtual office. And so I'm going to go over just a few items in here real fast. This is another area where you click and really, really helps you just go and explore. And so here we go. We're going to start with getting started, which is your Posh training. This is where you're going to learn things beyond where we are, we're going over very basic. So this is going to be where you go from there with the Posh Academy. That's really important to get you started. It's going to give you some beginning tips and tricks, creating parties, which I will go over, but it'll talk about it in more detail. So definitely want to start that if you haven't already. Then I'm going to talk about reports. So we're going to go over here to our virtual office, and this one right here is reports. This is your everything. This is where you're going to find everything for yourself. This is where you're going to find things for your team members. So when you just start, you are just you. But as you grow a team, you're going to have a downline here. So you will click here and you can look at where people that join under you or under other people below you, where they are in their 30, 60, 90 days, what their sales are for the month, what their team sales are for the month. So this will be something that you'll use a lot. Upline is something that you can use right now. If you click on that, you can see your entire lineage going up. So here's me. Yes, I realize I'm a gray man. I've been a gray man, unfortunately, for a while. Yes, Shalene,
I'm typically not gray, but for some reason, it just depends on the screen.
Yep. And so Tammy Eastlick, she's not who I joined under, but because of compression, she is now my sponsor. And then Shalene, my posh grandma, and Perfectly Posh, my posh great grandma. So that will show you, let me see if I can clear this out. Can you guys see this screen whenever I'm moving it around or no? Nope. Okay. So you can see all of the phone numbers. You can see the emails for everybody above you, which is really important. Besides knowing your sponsor, it's good to get to know the other people. So if you have a question and maybe your sponsor, or maybe you want to get to know your closest upline premier, you can send them a message, give them a call, or send them an email, of course. And so that's a great opportunity for, sure, in most cases, you will be reached out to by them, but it's never a bad thing to initiate that process for sure. So I'm gonna go back. Maybe, here we go. So then another one that you will use quite a bit is order history and volume ledger. As you grow a team, volume ledger is very, very handy because you can see orders from team members as they come in real time, as well as your own. And order history is where you will see all of those orders as well. We do have a great subscription service. So when you have customers that come in, if they want to say they love BFF face wash and they know they want to order it every 2 months, they can click right on there and have it automatically sent to them every 2 months. And they're not locked into it. They can change it, adjust it at any time. It's a wonderful thing that you should definitely talk with to your customers, but also explore yourself so you're familiar with it. And then Basketbuilder is one of the newer features that we have. It is a fun little guy where you can literally build baskets for customers and send them a link and they can order it straight from there. So it's like being a personal shopper. So for instance, you can add products and type in BFF, click, and it's added. And you can add more than one if you need to, and you can do it all the way up to, let's say we're just going to use 6, so this is easy. You can add in the B5G1 coupon, and so that will share that, and then you just copy link and share it directly with your customer. So definitely something that takes the work out of it, definitely pampering, and it's great in parties whenever you want to focus on an anti-aging regimen or a, although we do have one of those now, but particular skincare regimen or a perfect footsie thing where you combine the feet products together, you can focus on that in a party, have the link right there, and people can order it. So it's lots of fun. Definitely a great thing. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is our Posh Pro. And so I think I go there. Been a few months since I've done this with you, Shalene. So we're gonna see. Here we go. Here is Posh Pro. So what is Posh Pro? Posh Pro is a CRM, which is a customer relations manager. And so this is going to help you streamline, because Fortune is everything in this Fortune. Follow-up is everything in this business. And whether you use this, you use paper and pencil, whether you use another customer relations manager, it is so important to have some sort of method and system to follow up with contacts, customers, for repeat orders, with hosts, all of that. So we do have a free service available, and it shows you what is included. You get this free every month. Different tasks and templates for sending emails and texts are included. Managing your contacts, so it will automatically create a contact for you when somebody orders. It will have automatic reminders for you to do follow-up. Also let you look up product info. So when a product goes on sale, say 6 months from now, BFF goes on sale and you want to look up who has purchased BFF in the past, it will allow you to look all of that up. So it makes follow-up that much easier, and you can send a quick email or text to each of those people right through this system. All of these things are basic and free and included, or you are allowed to upgrade to the Pro, and where you get to have additional items that are included. So I highly recommend taking a look and playing with it. Your first 30, I think it's 30 days, right, Shalene? Your first 30 days are free for you to do the Pro side. It's 60. Okay, so even better. So you get 2 months to try it out. See if it's something that you use. I highly recommend making it a habit to use it. Posh does. It is $7 a month to do the Pro if you choose to do that, but it also comes with some great perks, which is in the form of leads. And so over here, you have a leads tab. And when you are with Posh Pro, they give you a certain number of leads every single month for free. And those leads are past customers of Posh that their consultant is no longer active. And so it gives you, it's sort of like a warm lead. They're cold to you, but they are familiar with Posh. And so it's a great opportunity for you to bring in a new customer to you, or host, or new team member even. So I highly recommend looking into it and seeing if that's something that aligns with your business plan. Okay, I think I covered my things. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can stop sharing. I do a lot of singing. And let's see. I'm going to make Shalene the host.
All right, guys, she did it right. We didn't have to ask Terry to help us again, but we would, Terry. All right, so we are going to jump into the next section. Again, don't forget, you can unmute and ask questions or put them in the chat. We are here to go over anything else that you need us to go over, or if something we explain doesn't make sense. Okay, dokie. So we are going to move on next, which is so funny because, again, I'm going to reiterate, you can get to multiple different places with multiple different buttons. So here you'll see reports, Posh training. All of these can be the business manager that Tiffany just showed you, Posh Pro, you can get to it here, or you can get to it over here. So click away and figure out what works best for you, because we all do it somewhat differently. I want to draw your attention to the newsroom. The newsroom is probably one of the most important things that you can visit on a daily basis. Sometimes I'd even recommend maybe once in the morning and once at night in case things change, especially if maybe you're not a big Facebook person and not connected to a team page. This is going to keep you in the know of what's going on in the perfectly posh world. So as you can see here in the newsroom, it's running down what our feature of the week is. It's talking about the holiday products, and you can actually scroll back if you've missed a few days and get caught up pretty fast by visiting your newsroom. The other thing that's great here is over here on my right, it says featured news stories. See what's happening in Posh in November. And this is going to go over what is happening in Posh in the month of November. So you can get caught up super fast with promos that are going on, things that you need to put on your calendar coming up. What's the feature of the month in week? But just a great resource. I also love that Posh has gotten so great at helping us find and reference things easily. So anytime you see something that's in pink, it is going to link you to another area. So like this one, check out this month's calendar. If I'm to click on that, it's going to take me to our asset library and allow me to download or view our calendar, our perfectly posh home office calendar for the month of November. So again, the newsroom is a great resource to check out on a daily basis, just to keep up to date with what's going on. Okay. Next, from the newsroom, you can again get to this many different ways, but the asset library is another great resource. So if we click on the asset library, we're going to start here first, just looking at these different tabs. I will tell you, I've been here since they started doing it this way, and I still have to click multiple different times to find where I want to go because I'm not good at remembering. So don't feel bad if you get on here and you do the same thing and you're like, what tab did I find that under? Do it all the time. But I am going to start you guys over on the Perfectly Posh Consultant tab. You're going to click on that. And here I go. I'm going to walk you through the many different ways to get there. Posh Consultant, POTA Planning. Okay, so we went the asset library. We went to our resources, which is our asset library, Posh Consultant, and then planning. Within the planning section, I like to draw your attention to the digital host packet and party script. This is a great reference if you do not have somebody that's super supportive with helping you with your launch and you want to do something on Facebook, or you're just very independent and you want to try it out your first time yourself, or just get some ideas. This digital hostess pack will have graphics that you can use, wording that you can use, and of course, you'll want to update it to some of your own wording and own pictures as you become more confident with what you're talking about. But it really is a great resource. So as you can see, it provides you with all the graphics. And then if you scroll down towards the bottom, there's a digital hostess packet, and you can download that and look at that. So it is a great, great reference that home office has worked very hard to be able to share and help new consultants coming in with a template to look at and go over. So that is a great resource. The other thing that I always tell my personal new team members is product information. Sometimes when you come into the company, or the majority of the time when you come into the company, you don't always feel super confident in talking about all the products. That is normal, that we all feel that way. Sometimes I still feel that way. I'm like, oh, I can't remember what this product does. The first thing I tell my new team members is get your starter kit, put the product on yourself, do a product a day. And go in, put the product on yourself, come into the product area and go to, because they'll have different tabs. We're going to do main core catalog. We're going to come in here and we're going to say, okay, I got the complexion perfection in my starter kit and I tried it, the face wash. I liked it. What did I think? What did it smell like? What did I experience? But then you can really get some great information by coming in here. And this is a good example. It will give you pictures and resources and ingredients, but it'll talk about the benefit and how to use it. So you can feel confident saying, one, you tried it, you experienced it, but these are the talking points. I always say the hero ingredients within a product. Your walnut powder. What does walnut powder do? Well, this is what it does. So it's a great reference and a way for you to feel confident and learn as you're going. You don't have to know everything. We're not a white lab coat business. We're a pampering business, but this is a great resource to help you feel confident in what you're doing. So I always like to share that tip because it's getting the product on yourself that helps so much. All right, Miss Tiffany, I am going to give you the host.
All right, so now we're going to talk about setting up a party, what that looks like, how to do it, and what to do after. So first, we're going to go back to share screen. And I'm going to go back to wherever that guy was. There we go. Okay, so we're back at this screen where we left off before. And you go back to this little house because that's home. Back to home. There we go. And so one of the ways, I am going to show a different way to get to the party dashboard. Shalene was right. She remembers. So in here, you're going to go to my profile. And under my profile are many wonderful things, including your party dashboard. So you click right there on that big green screen. And it thinks about it for a minute. And it's going to show your parties that you have currently. If you don't have any, you should create one each and every month. If for nothing else, your own orders, your VIP orders. If you don't have a host yet, that's okay. You can be the host and you can earn the rewards. So you'll create a new party. And I always do click on new online party, whether it's a physical party or not. It gives it an online link. It's just, I do it the same all the time. And you always want to leave it on public party. The reason why I leave it on public party is you can copy and paste the party link, but if they navigate away from Perfectly Posh's site and come back, that link can sometimes break. And then if they're checking out, if it's private party, they won't be able to go and find their party without clicking that same link again. Like they could be on your website. So I make it easy. Every party is a public party. That way it is searchable for anybody. And then sometimes your customers may place an order for your hostess, which is nice too. So I'm just going to make up a party for myself, but you could, after you add your customer to your contacts, they're going to show up here and you can just type in their name right here. Make sure the name and email address lines up to their Perks account. And then you can come up with a fun name here. VIP orders go here, whatever you want to make it. And our parties can stay open for 31 days. So they don't have to be all within the same month. This is really, really important whenever you're creating a party, even if, say I'm creating this party and it starts on the 14th. In my experience, almost always, if I make that for a week long, on day 8, somebody says, oh gosh, I didn't get my order in. Can you reopen the party for me? Well, you can create a new party, but you cannot reopen that link. And since our rewards are based off of party, I just go ahead and open every single one for 31 days. I don't necessarily say that in my parties. I say, oh, the ordering goes until this date. And then I look like a hero when they ask me to reopen the party. So it makes it easier. It makes sure that all of your host rewards go to your host. And you don't have 2 separate parties. It makes it less complicated for your host. So you just click on over here and set it up for 31 days and create the party. And then it's going to give you, oh, this one is, I guess I made it for tomorrow, but you can share the link with this little chain link thing right here. It will give you the party link for you to share and send in private message or share in your Facebook party or with the guests. Give it to your hostess so she can give it to guests, and it is right there. So now what happens when the party is over? When the party is over and all orders are in, again, here's it back to your account. You can see the other way to get into your party's dashboard. You're going to click right there. You're going to go to host rewards, and I actually left one on purpose ready so that I could close it for you guys. So you go to host rewards. You're going to select the party. This is this one. And as you scroll down, you can see where your host is. Okay. So this particular one went over. Once you get to 1,000 in PV is personal volume. So that's orders. Once you get to that point, that is the highest level, but this kind of gives you an overview of what our reward system is. We have 1 to 199 in orders. You get 6 perks per dollar. 200 to 299 is going to be $25 in product credit and 1 free exclusive product from the host store. And that continues all the way to 1,000. When you get to 1,000 in sales, it goes up to 150 in product and 3 exclusive items. But such a fun thing that we do is when you get to the 750 mark, at that mark or the 1,000, your host can choose to join and get the 105 starter kit for free instead of these rewards here. And it is a great value. It has about $230 worth of products in it. So if this is a rock star hostess that you know would be really good, it's definitely something to consider talking to her about. And this is where you would mark it. It would be in here. So before you close party and redeem, you're definitely going to want to make sure there's no box here because I am the host, but there is a box to check and you want to make sure you check that box for the starter kit before you close and redeem. So once this button is pushed, your host will have 30 days to redeem those rewards. 30 days or they disappear. So definitely if you have somebody that right after the party, you know, they're traveling and say they got to this 500 mark, I always recommend to my team members, don't close it out right away. Just go ahead and leave it open, even if the party date goes past. That way she can travel, she can come back. Then you close and redeem it and say, hey, now that you're back, I just closed out your party. You have 30 days from today. And definitely set a reminder to yourself to make sure that she redeems those. It's just great customer service. So close and redeem, and then it will tell you what you're redeeming for. This is the total party PV. This is what they have earned, and close and redeem those rewards. And there you go. So we're going to stop share and go back to Miss Shalene. I think. Here we go.
All right, guys, I am going to finish this up. Like I said, there's a lot of information and we're just trying to touch on it so that you feel somewhat confident getting in there and clicking the buttons. The last part that I'm going to show you is actually part of Facebook. And I just like to make sure that, so the biggest thing is my sponsor's home office. Okay. So we have lots of different leaders underneath us within Posh Crew. You may not be on Posh Crew, and that's okay. Typically, if you're not on Posh Crew, the leader in which you're under has things put into place already that are just as supportive, or takes the same information that we have on Posh Crew and brings it over to her team page. That's why you knew this call was going on. So there's lots of different ways that Posh Crew is used, which is perfectly fine, because that's what we're here to do: support, uplift, and encourage. So I'm going to show you just a few things on all my million tabs here on Facebook that I just want to draw your attention to. That can really help you in your journey as you're getting going. Okay, so Posh Crew is our team page, our Posh Crew PC company page. Within Posh Crew, we have what's called community leads. So because our company has gotten so large, it doesn't make sense that you hear from me all the time, because there's lots of other amazing minds that are part of making up what this team is. In the featured section, you can actually see who is the Posh Crew lead for the day. Today was Kelly Dakota and Jill Crody. So they actually were in charge for most of the day, talking about and sharing things that they do in their business to better help you run your business. It just helps us have so many different voices within our company page or our Posh Crew team page. So the featured section is always great to look at. We have things posted up here like sample making and business supplies. Every single month, I do up what's called a Spark page. So the Spark page, you know how I showed you the newsroom on our virtual office? This is kind of our newsroom monthly update for our team. And when you click on this, it'll actually walk you through resources and things that are going on within our team page. So for example, we have, we kind of reiterate some of the important aspects of what's going on in the Posh world, but we also do challenges here. So we have a November challenge for booking parties, and you can learn how you can be part of that challenge. We usually educate on something. Turkey trots, we have been talking about this month because it goes along with people traveling for Thanksgiving. So you can come in here, you can scroll through, you can get links to training, see different incentives you can go for. I want to show you this section too. Is we have an action calendar, which is daily actions that you can do for your business. And we have a social media calendar. Those you can get on our Posh Crew page. So, and then other resources such as our monthly features that'll take you to instructional cards, just a lot of great things that we have going on our team page that you have access to. And we just want to make sure that you know that those resources are there. Again, in the featured tab, there is also the action calendar is here that I talked about in the Spark page. So you can download it and print it. I do one of these up each month, and it kind of walks through things to be paying attention to for the week. You'll even see here Tuesday new member Zoom at 7:30, and different action items and things to consider for the month. So we often will recommend printing off your action calendar, printing off your home office calendar, and then Kim, one of our other community leads on Friday, she does up a social media calendar every month. So it's just small little things that you can start incorporating or at least find for resources when you're ready. Also within our team page, the guide section, if you come to the guide section, there is so much more you can learn. It's kind of like the academy and the newsroom, but more specifically training from us as your leaders or fellow leaders and Posh. Like right here's a new Posh Crew new member welcome. So you can come in here and there's a focus on the first things, and it will walk you through social media, how to do a pop the box, how to do a Frank's list. So again, you guys, these are just there's just so many resources, and each of you will find what works best for you. But we like to be able to share these things with you so you feel confident finding them and, just plugging away at your pace, because we're all on our different journey, and some people like to go fast. Some people like to take their time. So those are all great resources. Oh, goodness. So with that said, that brings us to the end of our new consultant Zoom. Does anybody have any specific questions, things that we weren't able, that you still aren't sure about that we can help with? You can unmute, you can put it in the chat. We'll give it just a second. Like I said, this will be downloaded. It does take it quite a while to download. So it'll be reloaded to Posh Crew tomorrow. If you, as a brand new consultant, are in your first 30 days, 60 days, and you get a new team member, the reason we have these calls is to help you help them, and to just create support as a community to help you and your new team members. So plug them in. We are here to help you. We are here to help them. So Emily said, okay, so if my sponsor set up a party for me, do they set the party up on their profile, or should I set one up on mine as well? Emily, that is something, each sponsor does it a little differently. I typically, in my experience, how I do it, and Tiffany can say how she does it, is I have my new team members set their own link up because I want them to learn how to do it. She may set up your event on Facebook, but we'll be using your link to place the orders on your account. Typically, that's how it works when you're already a consultant. Now, if you weren't a consultant yet, we would put it under me, and I would earn personal volume, and you would have the chance of getting your kit for free. Okay, good question. That's a good one. So
that's exactly what I was going to say, Emily, is yes, she may set up in Facebook for you, but you should have a link so that the orders, because it's your launch, I'm assuming, right? So it should go under you for sales. Yes.
Yeah. Yep. And it's great that they do that, because that when they set up your Facebook group like that, typically what that will do for you is allow you to turn that into your VIP group, because you're going to invite the people that you care about, that care about you. And it's a great base for your start of your VIP group. Any other questions? That's a really good one. Well, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us, for taking the time out of your evening to be here with us. It shows us that you're invested in yourself and in your Posh business, and we're super proud of you for that. If Tiffany, if I can be of any assistance, please let us know. We are here to support, uplift, and encourage you. And we're so excited to have you here. Tiffany, any last minute words, my friend?
I was just about to type and echo that. We're all one team, we're all one family. And so your support does not stop at your sponsor or your premier. It goes all the way up, and everybody in Posh is very helpful.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a great Tuesday evening and good luck on everything. Talk to you later.